It's a perfect time to look for signs. We have a new moon in Taurus coming up next Saturday, a week from now, that has to do with our self worth, how we make money, our possessions, can be our physical value, not just our physical beauty, but also what we spend money on. Having some luxury. Taurus likes nice things, maybe likes to go out to dinner, but also right now we have some hidden energy and some change in how we make money. And maybe we're not able to speak about how we're making that kind of money right now. There's something hidden. We just had a new moon in Scorpio a couple months ago. Big changes. So it has to do with our self-worth, value, money, fortunes, investments, other people's investments, and spouse's money, income, earnings, and things that are hidden with Scorpio as well. What's fixed water underneath the earth, or what's hidden treasure underneath the earth. I think it's fascinating. You can watch forensic files and things with murderers and all these cases of where these victims are by looking at somebody's birth chart. So there's something hidden. Maybe we're not able to speak about all that we're doing right now. It might be a little bit out of the box. Uranus in the picture, moving into Taurus and Gemini on this axis here. Something different and out of the box thinking. So it might be different than what we've done before, or maybe that we have to maybe not tell everybody about it right away. And I'm curious. I know I'm making big changes, things that I never thought I would do. And the astrologers, when the astrologers say these things and they're actually happening, it's hard to ignore the signs, right? So I like to mention it if it resonates with you. If you're trying to make some changes, or if you're noticing changes with your spouse, enlightenment, secrets coming out, etc. But I think a lot of it is going to have to do with how we earn money, our self-value, self-worth. Now, I like to shuffle the cards to see if something will come out, if everything is in its place and there are no accidents, if you will, as my Cherokee elder would say, that there's the intangible world and the tangible physical world. So we read symbols, the objective symbols, and they should resonate with the intangible, how we feel, how we think, our motivations. Now, interesting enough, I'm going to keep these cards out because they did flip out, and I'm a pretty good shuffler, and when things happen spontaneously, there's really no coincidence as we know it. Coincidence means to coincide in mathematics, so that when two perfect perpendicular angles come to meet, it's actually mathematical and predetermined. Maybe predetermined, but it had to come from somewhere. So I like to see these cards actually. The first card on this side, as we flip the cards over, is the Two of Cups. Something to do with meeting up with another person. This could be an intimate person. It could be someone that you're just meeting with for coffee. It's a friend of yours. But there's a coming together, someone you can confide in. There's someone you can have emotional relations with, that's hopefully you can trust. People with two full cups coming together. It's pretty genuine when I see this card. Absolutely, I would say genuine. The Hierophant. This is intuition. Sometimes it's advice from another person. Sometimes we would call this the priest, or someone that is in a high status that can give that kind of advice. It could be someone that maybe is just older than you. We do have the Empress, and the Empress is someone you can confide in. The recipes for success we have here. She is on top of her game, but she takes care of everyone. She knows what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing. Don't doubt the Empress. And whatever plan she has in place, this could be for you, for someone else, for the family as a whole, she knows what she's doing. And there's also justice behind here. So what's fair and just, and what has to come back into balance and being right. Now, I personally don't read reversal cards. You see me put this upright because there's 78 different cards. It will give you an accurate card. I don't think it's necessary to interpret things in reverse. If we did, it would maybe say a resistance to conflict here, or perfectionism, or critiquing somebody too harshly. Maybe it's necessary. The Five of Swords here in this Justice card, the Five of Swords is, maybe we have to cut it out. Something we have to cut out. But it's also because a lot of times we have this idea in our mind of how things should be. And when that comes into conflict with other people, whether we're right or not, this card reveals conflict. And the swords in tarot or in the zodiac represent the air signs, which is mental activity. So this is a lot of mental work going on. It could be a lot of harsh words, the air. It could be our words as well, are very harsh right now, or could be harsh, or were harsh in the past. And there has to be some kind of balance coming back into right place here. And I actually really love to pull 6 cards, so it's interesting 6 cards came out right away. And we do have some kind of couple here because we have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. Somebody maybe watching, studying, curious too with the Page of Swords. They haven't come out with their knowledge yet, but they're doing some research, watching. This could be even people online. But kind of having their opinion. But the Emperor is usually a benefic, make sure everybody eats. Maybe it's a father figure. It could be a father figure. And the Magician here, even in reverse or upright, the Magician could represent somebody that has a plan, and whether it's a sneaky plan or whether it's something that's going to go right and you are making it happen, and you got the idea and all the tools you need to make it happen. It can also be a deceptive energy too. Upright or not, like I said, the Magician is sneaky. He can make magic happen. He's the car salesman. He can say what you need to hear. Ta-da! Would you like to buy a new washer? So interesting enough that he's there. If that's us, making some things happen. And I'm just curious. I don't like to pull too many cards. That's why I like to stick to 6, and I see what's on the bottom of the deck, if everything is in its place. I've had these cards for a long time. They've gone through a lot. This is the Housewives Tarot for anybody interested. But the 6 of Cups is somebody from our past. This is someone we know. This is someone we have relationships with, or there's that childlike energy. The card of Scorpio even, a card of children, maybe someone we had children with. Or maybe known as from childhood or what have you. But this is a coming together of people that know each other. Past reminiscence of nostalgia and thinking of the past even with such another person. But that this person has some significance. And I do think we're on our money up game because, man, like I said, I don't like to pull too many cards. But if everything's in its place. The 3 of Cards and the Knight of Pentacles, this is an upgrade in our work. This is promotion. This is next level. This is climbing up the ladder. This is okay. What's the next step here? And the 3 of Wands is putting it out there, whether it's a job, application. We're waiting for our ships to come in this card. We see a lot of times in the traditional tarot, someone waiting on the edge line and ships are going out and we're waiting for our ships to come back in. So that idea of being a little bit patient on this next move, which I think is going to hopefully go well for those of us who are in the right. And for those of us who are not, they're going to be disappointed. And I say that because even though this comes as a surprise, it's like, oh, well, that's really not what I expected. I'm really not happy about it. I'm probably going to talk a lot of crap about it. I really don't like what's going on here. If somebody doesn't like what's going on, if somebody's not a big fan, if somebody feels left out from this kind of moving on, new start, Ace of Wands, Five of Pentacles is feeling left out. Especially money-wise, too, it can be a lack of resources, lack of money. So I feel like somebody's disappointed and somebody's doing well. Somebody's on their level up. And I want to say that lightly, but that's how it feels from the cards. And I want to say a level up, too. If we read the last card we pulled here with our initial 6 cards, after the Justice card, like, hey, this is what's fair. You got to grow up. This is how life works. You can't do whatever you want and think things are going to work out, or there's no consequences to your actions. There are, right? And this Ace of Pentacles is our last card, and it's a stable new start, beginning financially, physically, something in the physical realm, whether it's something we're building creativity-wise in our work or from home, at home, something that's going to build long-term stability. Or maybe long-term stability is in our mind right now, at the forefront of our mind, or at the forefront of our motivations. Some kind of next step that's going to be stable long-term, or even, just that next level that we need. Hey, we got an idea. But this Nine of Cups here, I didn't explain too much. This Nine of Cups, if you see, has a gift. She's surprised, maybe more than she expected. Things are going to go even better than expected. So somebody, this father figure, better get on board to how things work, right? And being a little bit, investigative. What's really going on here? Well, better keep up, I suppose. Get with it. Whether manifesting something for ourselves, or for some of us, I'm going to post this, if this is some kind of wanting to know, sneaky energy, what's going on, or maybe has a plan. Oh, if you think you're going to do this, well, we'll see. Or this could be us saying, hey, I have value and I'm going to use this value. I'm going to sell whatever I need to sell, my gifts, talents, skills, whatever it might be, and the magician's going for it, and I think it's going to work out. The Empress too. I mean, these are archetypes of people that we're embodying, that somebody is embodying this type of person. Things that we're going through, justice, yes. We might be listening to our intuition. You might be listening to a card reading. Hearing the signs, maybe you hear something on the radio and it's like, oh my gosh, this song, I needed to hear it. It had the exact lyrics. This is that song. Like, it means something to hear this song. When I hear Journey, I'm like, oh, if someone hears Journey, they know that I'm in the air. Or AC/DC maybe. So there's definitely, we had the Emperor on the bottom of the card and the Empress. So the bottom of the deck, bottom of the card. This match that has to somehow come into equilibrium and balance. And I do think it's something physical, financially related, or an ideal related, something physically creative that we might make some change and might cause a little bit of conflict over. Might be some change. Someone might feel left out. And someone's not going to like it. They're probably going to be talking to their friends and their family about it. They're going to be like, you know what they're doing? You know what they think they can do? Can you believe this? You know what they're doing? You see what they're doing? Can you believe this? All that we had together, and now they think they're going to go start this new adventure? Well, that's the reality of maybe putting yourself out there and going to work, right? I think it's necessary for this forward movement, the Chariot, risk, reward, gain, choices. Forward movement when we see the Chariot. All systems go, full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. So I'd say whatever idea that we have, like I said, someone's going to feel left out and maybe say all the right words. Might come in trying to say, trying to smooth you. Don't leave. Don't leave. It's funny. I'm sorry. I know symbolism. Don't leave. Stay home. In the traditional tarot, they're walking out the door. And this is home. But it's to build a nice home. So, not wanting to read into too many cards, which we've pulled a lot of cards here. But I think it's telling a story. If the story resonates with you, we can't deny that there's some kind of idea here. And traditionally in the tarot, you'll see people arguing, fighting with swords in the Five of Swords. And not everybody wins. Not everybody wins. And we have this idea, sometimes we got to cut it out and stop being too critiquing, too perfectionist, whatever it might be. But maybe sometimes it's necessary, these conflicts. I mean, we do have the Justice card. I mean, whatever it is, everything is in its place. So there is a reason. And how we handle it, is one thing. But this conflict is coming up for a reason. And it says, get with it. This is how things work. This is how it's going to work. I know what I'm doing. I got an idea. We're going to dust that idea off and we're going to go for it. The Ace of Wands is a new beginning, fire, passionate start. Traditionally, the Ace of the fire element. So, passion, new beginnings, new. Something, start something. We're going to start something. We got to start new. New. So, work it out. Justice is here. And I hope there's a sign for you that this is going to come true and this is going to work in your favor. And if you press forward, like this magician says here, I got an idea and hey, let me sell you this idea. That's what I see in the symbolism, in the cards. If it resonates with what's going on, you got to let me know. And that's kind of my affirmation that there is something to this. I'm very delicate, like I said, how I interpret symbology. It does have a purpose. It does test the hypothesis. If the physical objective symbol resonates with the intangible world, thoughts, feelings, ideas, willpower, passions, conflicts, before we see them physically. So let me know what you think. And I will see all of you on the dance floor.